have to touch on this subject matter with you as well, because I understand it's amazing how many people, and if you really start this conversation, how many people were bullied as a kid. You also were bullied.
I was, yeah.
Were you this tall? There's no way you were this tall.
No, I was not. Sometimes I wish I was back then. No, I was bullied in junior high. It was, I just moved here from another country. I looked very different. I was really tan. I had really long hair. And when I first moved here, you know, McDonald's immediately became my favorite restaurant, and I, you know, started to put on a little weight, and then I had to wear like braces and headgear, and like I had an overbite, and it was a bad combination of everything, and kids in junior high latched onto it and really noticed. And then, you know, I was like, there probably wasn't a night in 6th or 7th grade where I wasn't, you know, fighting tears while going to sleep, you know. But I thought it would get better, you know, when I grew, but I grew.
Yeah, what did you do for kids out there that are going through this? What helped you get through it at night and go back to school the next day?
I didn't want to. I didn't want to go to school the next day. I didn't want to go to school any day. I didn't want to make it through the night. I stopped doing my homework. I stopped caring. I was just like, I hate everything about this experience. So I just shut off emotionally, and it wasn't the right way to go through it, I don't think, but that's kind of how I was able to survive through it. And then I thought, you know, once I get taller, it'll stop. I'll grow up, I'll become a man, I can stand up for myself and all that. But I grew 9 inches in one summer, and I went from being the short, pudgy guy to the extremely tall, lanky guy. And then that was like something else that they picked on me for, so it didn't get any better.
Man, but I think that the silver line is look at you now, and look at your life now, and how you know, and things do get better. They really, really do.
Yeah, they do. They really, and I think that everything that you learn as a child dealing with this kind of things equips you to deal with it later in your life. I mean, especially being in a public eye in any way, there are people who want to say mean things about you, who want to say hateful things.
Right.
And if you learn to sort of deal with that and understand that, like, they're words, like these people, you're in junior high, you're not going to remember this kid in 5 years. You're not going to give a crap what he says. Like, none of it matters.
Yeah.
And you can get through it, and it's like anything else, but it's tough when you're in it.
I find that if you really look at it, the bullies are the ones who never end up doing anything in their lives, and the people that have gone through it end up accomplishing more because it builds character and you become stronger.
Yeah, exactly.
You go these reunions and you see them 20 years later, and the bullies are the losers. So remember that, kids. Bullies are losers.
Yeah.